Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to A Different Opinion. It's been a few days since the King's coronation, so I'll do a little quick wrap up for you guys, show you the bad, the good, you know, all that type of stuff, and also my opinion of what I thought of it as well. So I've finally had time to kind of look over it. I didn't watch the whole exact thing, so I just kind of watched some parts and all that, and pretty much gathered the rest from online as well. So I want to show you the bad, all right? So kind of the bad, the annoying parts of it first. So not saying that the actual coronation is annoying or anything like that. I'm trying to talk about things like this. So you spoke more than any other guest. Anti-monarchist sulks after Piers Morgan cuts her short. So just kind of showing you things like that. So like the anti-monarchists, the people that got arrested, all this type of stuff. We'll just quickly look through that before we get into the good of it as well. So let's watch this here. Think of what Piers Morgan if you want, but, you know, he's got some good takes for me. Obviously, a lot of bad takes as well. But I guess they're all being paid for a certain opinion, right? So let's watch this one here and let me know what you think.
If you're tired of the royal circus and you're spending this weekend in your shed, I understand that too. What I don't understand are people like this.
We just can't be, we can't afford to be wasting money on the royals, which operate effectively as parasites.
Parasites. Really? 1,600 members of the Republic, well, what I could call Republic, will target the procession by wearing yellow T-shirts. Radical anti-royalist students, known for defacing statues and invading Windsor Castle, one of them is here, are planning events across the country. Many thunderous dissenters are travelling to the capital to wave placards screaming, "Not my king." Well, bad news. He's your king whether you like it or not. And nobody cares about your principled stand. I mean, they might, but just have a day off.
Look, you couldn't have said it better. Just relax, let the day happen, and if you're like obviously against the monarchy and all that, go at it again the next day. You don't need to go stand there and annoy everyone else and destroy their day just because you wanted to make a little bit of a statement. The people are there to celebrate the occasion, not to listen to you screaming and trying to protest. But don't just do it in the middle of an event when people are trying to celebrate the coronation, I guess. That's why a lot of people always say, you know, sometimes certain events like this, it actually hurts your cause more than it helps it. So disgraceful. Queen Victoria statue vandalized after coronation of King Charles. So this is in Victoria here in Australia. And yeah, look what they did after the coronation. I am an avowed Republican, says this person, Paul Murray. I want to see Australia become a republic, but I absolutely condemn acts of vandalism like that. To vandalize something like that and throw red paint over it is very stupid. People, I think a lot of people don't even understand the extent of the history of this monarchy and all that type of stuff and what it meant for certain countries. They just like to think of what they read and what they recently seen, that everything is bad about it, I guess. Now, weird racial dimension. Actress comments about terribly white royal balcony was pathetic. Agreed. So actress Adjoa Ando's comments about the royal balcony being terribly white is a terribly bad view. 100% agree. To me, that's racist. First of all, just to even say a comment like that, to bring race to the forefront just because there's a lot of white people on the balcony. Unfortunately, I guess their family is all white. So if you're inviting your family up there, of course, they're all going to be white. It's the same as if it's going to be an Asian family. There's not going to be white people in there because they're not part of the family. You get what I mean? I would go as far as to call it race baiting. It's drawing some weird racial dimension to a family. We know the senior members are white. We know their kids are white. Exactly what I was just trying to say. But that's the thing. It's not race baiting. Because if you swap it, if we said that thing about, let's say, a different race and it was a white person saying it, everyone would be like, that's racist. But just because it's not a white person saying it, yes, it's not racist again, I guess. But each to their own. Prince Harry's reunion with the rest of the family at the King Charles coronation. So obviously he showed up with himself and with, you know, Beatrice and his cousins. So I'll show you this here. It's him walking down at the coronation and you can see just a lot of looks on people's faces in the background. Just try and see if you can notice it. You know, people are not looking very happy at this person, in my opinion. You can tell there's a lot of eyes on him, and yeah, not for a good reason, right? They know what he's brought to this. Nothing. This guy here especially, just straight up stares him down. I hope he kind of feels like, you know, look what he's done against his family. Look at all these people here who are supporting his father, and he's the one bringing bad attention to them all. Just look at the amount of people that, you know, are probably thinking this guy is an absolute bell end. And just to quickly top this off, so Prince Harry's ghostwriter ended up exasperated with Royal working on bombshell spare memoir. So the actual author of the book for the memoir spare of Harry, so he says, I was exasperated with Prince Harry. My head was pounding. My jaw was clenched. And I was starting to raise my voice. And yet some part of me was still able to step outside the situation and think, this is so weird. I'm shouting at Prince Harry. Then as Harry started going back at me, as his cheeks flushed and his eyes narrowed, a more pressing thought occurred. Whoa, it could all end right here. So it just shows you, even the person writing it for him, making his book sound really good, couldn't even handle this guy, right? And the only reason why he didn't keep going in the argument, standing up for himself, is because he wants the money. So Princess Anne being next to King Charles in portrait is significant. Yes, it is. And as we know, she's a very hardworking royal. She works constantly with the family, all that type of stuff, doing things for it, and is a very hardworking royal, as they always say she is the hardest working royal. So for her being right next to him is pretty much as a thank you, I guess, from him to her to say, we know how important you are to the family and how popular you are with everyone else. So, you know, good on him for putting her next to him and showing her a bit of gratitude. And Prince William pays moving tribute to his father, King Charles. You can find this online, all this type of stuff. Just him delivering a speech where he says, Pa, we are all so proud of you. He also told his dad that he had no doubt that his grandmother, his very proud mother, would be fondly looking down from heaven. He delivered the emotional address from Windsor Castle at National celebrated the crowning. And yeah, it's a pretty cool little speech. Like, you know, just to show a little bit of respect to his father. Like I said, there'll be a pretty cool father-son moment in this as well, which I guess has come true, right? And you can, this is what I wanted to see, right? Just people in the streets, happy, having fun, enjoying the occasion. Look at that. Having a big feast. Everyone's wearing the British flag and all that. Look at the music playing, guy with a guitar, King Charles mask on. Look at them, just everyone's just having a good time. And it's good to see, right? People having a good time. That's what I was hoping for. Waving their flags, all that type of stuff. And it's just bringing the nation together, right? Now, this is a picture from the balcony as well. like that actor said, looking very white. I wonder why. And here, Ghanaian female singer Tiwa Savage performed in the coronation concert of King Charles of England. Big win for Ghana and Africa. We are so proud of you. See, a lot of countries, Ghana and Africa and all that type of stuff, still have a respect for the royals, right? For the actual monarchy as well. As you can see here as well, British diplomats officially presented the inhabitants of the island of Tanu with a portrait of King of Great Britain, their new deity, times inhabitants of the Pacific island of Tanu, which is part of the Vanuatu archipelago, celebrated the coronation of King Charles with his songs and dances. See, when these people in, I guess, the Western sort of countries always like down with the coronation, blah, 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 blah. There's still so many people actually living in poverty and they respect for what they stand for. Like respect something that's a bit more than themselves. Nowadays, I guess in our culture, we all think that we're better than everyone. We're better than anything. We can't even just respect for what it stands for. Like, you don't have to bow down and, you know, give up your whole life for it, no. But you can respect what it stands for. So, although Princess Alexandra wasn't wearing them for after the coronation photographs, HRH is the only royal lady now who has 2 royal family orders. Well, this will be the 3rd, I guess. Queen Elizabeth II, the other that of her uncle King George VI. So that's her there in the picture. And then obviously King Charles as well. And this is the annoying part. The mayor of London that I read, Sadiq, right? Some of the arrests made by police as part of the coronation event raised questions. And then you can see here, this is what they're trying to point out, is that he complains about a couple of arrests that were made for people trying to cause trouble, right? For trying to protest against the monarchy. Like I said as well, my prediction, this would happen. He says here, more than 150 teens have been murdered in the capital since Khan became mayor, with boy 16 brutally stabbed to death among death toll's latest. And he, like everyone says here, you don't hear anything from him as soon as it comes to stabbings and murders. No. But as soon as there's a couple of arrests made, No, then he's going to jump up and scream. And I'll finish it on this little video here for you guys. This was released by Prince and Princess of Wales. Now, this might get copyrighted, so if there is no sound, it's because they copyrighted the music that is in the background. But if not, then we'll keep it up. See, that's the thing. Even if you don't respect what the monarchy and the royals stand for, at least you can respect a good day like this. I mean, so many people I know who have complained about this. Oh, why are they having it? Why are they spending so much money on it? Blah, 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 blah. Even though obviously they're making more money back with the amount of money that people are spending in the capital and around the country as well. These people are the ones also that go and spend maybe a few $100s on a dress for one occasion, or, you know, that want to go to all the different parties and things because they want to be at the events that are happening. And they can't even appreciate one of the biggest events in history happening instead. But anyway, I'll end it on that one. Let me know what you think as well. What did you think about the coronation? Did you enjoy it? Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe as well if you do want to help support the channel. Thank you for watching.